Now this word, helper, in the Greek is the word parakletos. I've heard people pronounce it parakletos, but correctly it would be pronounced parakletos. It means a helper, but it also could mean a consoler, an intercessor, an advocate, or, and this is the old King James word that some of us might have grown up on, a comforter. You remember that? He said, I'm going to send the comforter to you. Now, I remember when I thought about this, the comforter, the Holy Spirit being the comforter, most of us have something in our homes that's called a comforter, right? When Debbie and I first got married, we had no money. No money. We lived in a trailer. I told this story one time, and a pastor friend of mine said, Robert, they don't call them trailers anymore. And I said, yeah, I know, they call them mobile homes. He said, no, they call them manufactured homes. And it might offend someone for you to say trailer. And I said, well, I'll start saying manufactured home, but we lived in a trailer. Yeah, so let me just let you know. And if the furniture we had even came with the trailer, all right? It was trailer furniture. And Debbie would, pick the couch up like this, and vacuum underneath. I mean, it was cheap furniture. And all of our stuff was hand-me-downs. And our comforter was worn out, holes, literally holes in it. And it's probably started like that. It had gotten down, and it looked like a sheet on top of it. It was just worn out. And so she said to me, can we buy a new comforter? And I said yes, and then I found out how much they cost and regretted the decision. But anyway, we bought the comforter. I came home from work one day. She said, come see the new comforter. And I went in, and there was this beautiful, thick, all through dinner, and then we watched some TV. I'm dreaming of just, pulling that comforter up, and getting under that comforter. And so we went in to go to bed, and someone had stolen our comforter. Now, what's funny is all the ladies know where I'm going. This man over here, he was like, really? Someone just stole your... Okay, no. What had happened is she had taken it off the bed, right, and put the old comforter back on. And I said to her, where's our comforter? And she goes, pfft. By the way, women, you do that a lot. Like, she said, that comforter's not for use. It's for looks. Now, I have since learned we have many things in our home that are not for use. They're for looks. We have towels that you can use and I can't use. I'll never forget getting out of the shower one time, and there was this plump new towel. So I start drying off, and she walks in, Debbie walks in and says, what are you doing? And it's amazing, as a grown man, how you can feel like a little boy again, I knew I was in trouble, but I didn't know why. And I said, I don't know. And then she says this, women say this a lot to men. What were you thinking? I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. I promise I don't know. And ladies, when we say that, we don't know. We really don't. And she said, that towel is not for use. It's for looks. And I said to her, I'm as surprised as you are. I don't know what I was thinking. I should have used paper towel. I don't know, I'm wet, I'm naked, there's a towel. I don't know what I was thinking. But that statement about the comforter has stuck with me. This comforter is not for use. It's just for looks. Well, can I tell you something? This comforter is for use. Jesus said, I'm going to send you a comforter for you to use, for him to speak through you and minister to you and help you.